bride kidnapping in Kyrgyzstan. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and deeply troubling: the practice of bride kidnapping in Kyrgyzstan. You might have heard whispers about it, but today, we're peeling back the layers to understand what it really means. First, let's define what bride kidnapping actually is. In Kyrgyzstan, this controversial tradition, known as kachuu, literally means to take and run. It involves a man abducting a woman and taking her to be married against her will. While it's culturally significant to some, it's also a highly debated practice, raising numerous ethical and legal concerns. So, where did this tradition come from? Historically, it's rooted in a society where marriage was often arranged, and the family's honor played a pivotal role. In the past, kidnapping a bride was sometimes seen as a way to steal her away to protect her from potential unwanted marriages. Can you believe that? It may sound cringeworthy and problematic by today's standards, but it was once a way to express love or desire. Today, though, it's a practice that many women resist or rebel against.
Bride kidnapping, also known as kachuu, is a practice prevalent in rural Kyrgyzstan, where over 60% of the population resides. Let me shed some light on this tradition. What is bride kidnapping? Bride kidnapping involves forcibly abducting a young woman with the intention of marrying her. The term kachuu translates to take and run away. Typically, a group of young men identifies a woman they want as a bride, often someone they may not know well. They then carry her, struggling and screaming, into a waiting car. The kidnapped woman is taken to the groom's family home, where female relatives try to convince her to consent to the marriage. Sometimes, male relatives rescue the victim, but often the shame associated with being used leads to reluctant acceptance of the marriage. While some view it as a harmless tradition, others recognize the harm it causes, including health issues, stigma, and violence. Violent kidnappings have sparked protests in Kyrgyzstan, with cases resulting in tragic deaths. Controversy and perception. Older generations often consider bride kidnapping a harmless custom, while younger people are more likely to reject it, especially when the couple are strangers. Some women willingly participate in staged kidnappings to uphold a romantic tradition, but non-consensual cases persist. Despite being illegal since 1994, convictions are rare, and victims often fear reprisals if they report the crime. In summary, bride kidnapping remains a complex issue in Kyrgyzstan, blending tradition, consent, and societal pressure. Bride kidnapping, also known as kachuu, occurs for several reasons in Kyrgyzstan. Tradition and cultural norms. Bride kidnapping has deep historical roots in Kyrgyzstan. It was once considered a way to demonstrate a man's bravery and determination to marry. Some families still adhere to this tradition, believing it preserves their cultural identity. Economic factors. Poverty and lack of resources play a role. In rural areas where poverty is more prevalent, families may see bride kidnapping as a way to avoid costly dowries. By kidnapping a bride, the groom's family avoids paying a dowry, which can be a financial burden. Social pressure and expectations. Social expectations and pressure to marry can lead to desperate measures. A man who cannot find a willing bride may resort to kidnapping. The fear of being labeled unmarriageable or facing social stigma pushes some women to accept the situation. Romanticized notions. Some couples participate in staged kidnappings, romanticizing the tradition. They may view it as an adventurous way to express love. However, this is different from non-consensual cases, where the woman is genuinely abducted. Lack of legal enforcement. Despite being illegal, bride kidnapping remains prevalent due to weak enforcement and cultural acceptance. Convictions are rare, and victims often fear retaliation if they report the crime. In summary, bride kidnapping is a complex issue influenced by tradition, economic factors, societal norms, and individual circumstances. Efforts to address it involve legal reforms, education, and changing cultural attitudes. When a bride is kidnapped in Kyrgyzstan, family reactions can vary significantly based on cultural norms, individual beliefs, and the circumstances surrounding the abduction. Here are some common reactions. Groom's family. The groom's family is usually involved in planning or executing the kidnapping. They may view it as a traditional way to secure a bride. Some families actively participate, while others may reluctantly accept it due to societal pressure or economic reasons. Bride's family. The bride's family often experiences shock, anger, and distress upon learning about the abduction. They may try to negotiate with the groom's family, especially if they know each other. In some cases, they may even accept the situation to avoid further conflict. Female relatives. Female relatives play a crucial role. They try to convince the kidnapped woman to accept the marriage. Their approach can range from empathetic persuasion to emotional pressure, emphasizing the importance of family honor and avoiding shame. Community and social perception. The community's reaction matters. Some communities normalize bride kidnapping, while others condemn it. If the abduction becomes public knowledge, neighbors, friends, and acquaintances may gossip or express disapproval. The kidnapped woman. The bride's reaction varies. Some women resist fiercely, while others may feel trapped and eventually accept the situation. Fear of social stigma, shame, and the belief that they are used can lead to reluctant acceptance. Legal authorities. Legally, bride kidnapping is prohibited in Kyrgyzstan. However, enforcement is weak. If the woman's family reports the abduction, authorities may intervene, but convictions are rare. In summary, family reactions range from active participation to reluctant acceptance, influenced by cultural norms, economic factors, and individual perspectives. After a bride kidnapping marriage in Kyrgyzstan, several outcomes may follow. Integration into the groom's family. The kidnapped woman becomes part of the groom's family. She is expected to fulfill her role as a wife, daughter-in-law, and potentially a mother. Her responsibilities include household chores, caring for children, if any, and maintaining family relationships. Social acceptance and stigma. The community's perception varies. Some accept the marriage as a cultural norm, while others stigmatize the woman due to the abduction. The woman may face judgment, especially if the kidnapping becomes public knowledge. Emotional adjustment. The kidnapped bride may experience a range of emotions. Resignation. Some accept their fate, believing they have no other choice. Anger and resentment. Others harbor resentment toward their abductors or society. Adaptation. Over time, some adapt to their new life and form emotional bonds with their husband and in-laws. Legal implications. Despite being illegal, bride kidnapping persists. Convictions are rare due to weak enforcement. The woman may choose not to report the abduction, fearing retaliation or social consequences. Health and well-being. Health risks include physical trauma from the abduction, stress-related illnesses, and mental health challenges. Lack of consent can lead to marital dissatisfaction and strained relationships. Children and future prospects. If the couple has children, the woman's focus often shifts to parenting. Education and career prospects may be limited, affecting her economic independence. Amazing viewers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us out. If you found the content valuable, consider sharing it with your friends or on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos like this one. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching.